And we live. Oh man, yeah, been a minute, huh? Yeah. So pop topics back again. We got the end of the year shenanigans going on right now. So yeah, we as usual, my co-host, the Miles, the producer, the number one distributor out here. You need tunes, come his way. And me, the best shit talker there is. The radical real. Don't do it no better than me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but we back, try to sneak a podcast in this week, you know what I'm saying? Last week, me and Miles was under the weather. I don't know, man. I just got over the flu and then I had to mind a little cold. So you got to be safe out here, bro, because stuff is going around like really, really bad.
Facts, man. Facts. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Well, we're glad you're better
yeah,
or
yeah.
getting better.
Yeah, my man. So, the people ain't get to see you. So he had a birthday last week. So, what you doing your birthday, man?
Oh man, I did exactly what a broke nigga could. Absolutely nothing.
Oh man,
It was a
it's
chill
hard
birthday,
out
man.
here.
I was just glad to make it. I was just glad to make it to 27. Some niggas had never even made it to my age. So,
True shit.
uh,
True shit, bro. It really is hard to make it out here.
it
Uh,
is. It is, man.
yeah, but I'm happy you had fun. You lived it up.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Yeah, it was chill, but I feel like getting back to doing it this week. We gotta let's give them a show. You know what I'm saying? Let's
Yeah.
get these
Oh
people's
yeah.
juices flowing
All
because
day,
people are
every
going
day.
back all day, every day. Because people are going back to the movies this weekend. I guarantee that.
Why you going back to the movies for? What you know that I don't know. What's going on?
James Cameron is releasing Avatar: The Way of the Water this week, and I
Oh.
am not buying it. I'm just not. I'm just not, man. I'm one of these naysayers when it comes to this movie. I am.
Yeah, I am too, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't fuck with Avatar. I think I've watched the original Avatar one time from beginning to end. One time. One time. That was the only time I ever watched it from beginning to end. And I thought it was some mediocre type shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but like you're right though. Everybody is going back to see Avatar.
Yep. Yep. Because Wakanda Forever phases. I mean, Wakanda Forever's done well. I mean, it's the sixth highest gross movie of the year already, and the movie came out last year. I mean, I'm sorry, last month.
Yeah.
So it's kind of just like, damn, it went from last month to six already of the year. That's nuts. And I think
Hmm.
Avatar will be top seven within a few. I say within a month. I give it a month when it's top 10 of the year for box office, guaranteed. Because the numbers is not gonna lie, and the first one did very well.
It's not bad. That's not bad. That's not bad. But yeah, I don't personally see the Avatar hype, but you are correct. There's a lot of Avatar hype out there. I don't
It
know.
is, it
It'd
is,
be.
man. And me and you,
I can't sit there and watch the whole movie. It's too fucking long, bro.
it is, man. And he made this one 20 minutes longer than the original.
Woo! No, 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 no,
hey,
no, no.
what our boys say? Bullwinkle, hell to the nah, nah, nah.
Yeah, I can't fade that, but I can't fade that. But yeah, nah. Dang.
Mm.
So what else they got coming out? I think that's about it for this year. I think Avatar gonna round the year out.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much the last important movie that's going to
Yeah.
come out in theaters because I mean everything else has pretty much came out. This year's pretty much over, but I think that movie's going to draw a tremendous, huge amount of crowd. The geeks, the nerds, it's science fiction. Visually, I will say this: the movie looks amazing from what I've seen. Visually, it looks like some shit that's like out of this world. I mean, for him to have his own production company, but his storylines and his movies are ass. Like every last one of his movies he has done compared to his ex-wife, and his ex-wife's name is Catherine Bigelow, so she's given us the Hurt Locker, Zero Dark 30, and Detroit. I don't know if anybody's ever seen the movie Detroit. It's a horror
Yeah.
movie because it's about real life shit, and her movies have way more substance than what his monkey ass is doing. So he's trying to sell products by what he's giving you with the camera work and how it looks visually, but there's no story.
Mm-mm. Dang, man, we gotta do a deep dive on James Cameron one day. I mean, I personally don't see what the fascination is behind him, but I get it, I semi get it, but hey, it's okay. It's okay.
I know. I think the only thing from James Cameron that I will respect is he did do the original Spider-Man. Like he was the original person for the movie, and he wanted Jake Gyllenhaal for it. But when the studio denied that, they went with Sam Raimi, and then they still used James Cameron's script for the movie though. But they ended up going with Tobey Maguire. And Marvel didn't want Tobey, but Tobey still killed it. Tobey was a great Peter Parker and Spider-Man, in my opinion.
Yeah, he's a great 40-year
Uh,
old Peter Parker. Yeah, he was awesome.
he was. I mean, he was Peter Parker in an older age. He wasn't like Andrew Garfield and Tom Holland when they're in their 20s.
I
So,
mean, no, I mean when
exactly.
they literally casted him, he was what 30, playing a high schooler in the first movie. Come on, bro.
I know.
Come
Look
on.
at Kirsten Dunst, too, back then.
Yeah, and I'm like, I said that too. I was like, if they cast this in the '90s, they might could got away with it, but she was old as fuck too.
Yeah, I know. And then James Franco looked good for his character that he played, though. So Franco fit right in. But I will admit that Toby's age was kind of just like, why?
Yeah, I mean, I get it. If nobody, yeah, because Topa Grace, who played Venom, he was old as fuck back then too. So I mean,
Oh
yeah,
yeah, when he played in the third movie when he played Eddie Brock.
yeah. I was like, yeah, he was old as fuck too. And I was just
Hey,
thinking like,
hey man, you know what's
yeah,
funny? Like, every time I talk about Spider-Man 3, it's like, Sam Raimi, they was pressuring him to put Venom in the movie because now you look at Venom now, it's been made into two movies. Tom Hardy plays the character, and it's Sony still owns the rights to some of the Spider-Man and Venom shit, but I think Marvel came up with an agreement for Spider-Man, but not for Venom. But I think that was the future that we saw in Spider-Man 3. It's just that Sam Raimi threw that shit in last minute, and you could tell when you go back and watch the movie because it didn't really fit the movie, but he tried his best.
facts, facts. He did try his best. Though, I give him that. But yeah, no. For the time that it came out, it was okay. Blade saved Marvel. Spider Man and Sony tried to revive it, but yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah, exactly, man, exactly. And it was like back then, going to the movies and seeing movies was like the thing. I think now the thing is television. I feel like TV is the new movies now. Binge watching the show, uh, watching the show and going back to work and talking shit about it is the new way of like going to the movies because you could literally have access to multiple TV shows at once due to streaming. So
yeah. Speaking of that, man, they released the Golden Globe nominations. What you think about that, bro?
honestly, man, as somebody who has watched the Golden Globes before, I have seen the award show before. I was
Okay.
one of those people who have watched. I've seen the Oscars. I've seen at least one of. I've seen at least the one Golden Globes, one Oscars, and a Grammy award. But I thought this year's nominations actually weren't that bad. There was a few people that did get snubbed. I was looking towards the girl that played in that Till movie, the Emmett Till movie, the woman that played Till's mother. I
Yeah.
thought her performance would have got nominated, but when I saw Viola Davis and Angela Bassett, it was just like, oh, okay, I get it. You can't have a field with too many niggas. I get it, but niggas was still
So
nominated. But
okay, so you saw Till then.
no, no. But I mean, I'm pretty much basing this off of hype. But I did see some of the movies that were nominated, though. I did see some of them, but not all of them. Like if
Okay,
this was
so I'm
previous
about to
years,
say because you could compare her performance in Till to the Woman King, and then Angela Bassett's role in Wakanda Forever, and that's probably why they did it because everybody raved for Angela Bassett and from Wakanda Forever.
yeah.
She played really good role, but I'm like it wasn't too much of a stretch for her.
Hmm.
But I get it, you know what I'm saying? She plays everybody's mother, so that's her getting rights. She does.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean, everybody, I mean,
yeah.
you name it, she's played their mother. So Biggie,
No,
Tupac.
you're not lying about that, and I
Yeah.
and I love the fact that black people are included in these award shows, but I'm tired of seeing the favorite people always be nominated. I'm kind of that person that likes seeing off the wall shit type nominated, like nominations, as I should say. I would say that the biggest snubs that I saw though from movies and TV, because they do both, was The Woman from Till. Reservation Dogs for TV was not included at all. That's a travesty. That's one of the best shows I've seen of the year. And then shit, it just hit me, dude. I'm sorry. It will come back to me. Oh, I'm sorry. Pearl. The
Hmm.
Mia Goth from the movie Pearl, acting wise, should have been nominated. There's no exception to the rule for this. Like, I've seen both X and Pearl. And yes, X was the better movie, but Pearl had the better performance. Mia Goth's performance in Pearl is creepy as shit, and she should have been nominated. But I thought the nominations were, the typical favorite people. Top Gun Maverick got a nomination, and I pretty much
Why?
was just like, yeah, that was kind of just
Why?
like, whoa, okay.
I've actually watched that movie. That movie is, yeah, okay. No.
You didn't like it?
It was C minus. It was average, but just barely average. So like a
Ah,
72.
okay. You sound like my dad, man. Because
Yeah.
me and my dad watched it together, and I actually loved it. I thought the movie was great, man.
Aw.
I thought it was great only because like the visual aspect to the movie was great, and I thought the flight scenes were spectacular. It almost reminded me of like going back to the movies and watching it. Like if I was in the theater and saw that shit, it would have probably been an A+ for me. I would have said it's one of the best movies of the year. But I thought it was good. But Best Picture nomination worthy, I will admit that's a stretch. It is a
Well,
stretch.
what wasn't nothing out this year. So
Exactly my point, and that's what I was trying to tell my dad. I'm just like, look, if you compare that movie to the rest of what came out this year, that movie's light years I've had of most of the movies I've seen this year. I think it's one of the best I've seen. But as far as going to the Oscar season and Golden Globe season, I didn't expect it to pick up traction for a Best Picture, but it got nominated. So hey, I mean, the Hollywood Foreign Press sat there, ate popcorn, and loved it too. So
oh, and Angela Bassett is also in 911, the new TV show. A lot of people like that show, so that's why she gets a lot of acclaim.
okay,
Yeah, I
okay.
think it's on FX or Fox, one of them. But I know she's on that because people I know be watching it and they love it. So that's why she
Okay.
gets a lot. That's why she gets a lot of acclaim.
I have yet to see the movie. I do want to see Wakanda Forever, but I'm gonna wait. I think the movie I really want to see is the Knives Out movie, the second one, because I
Uh,
really enjoyed the first one. So,
yeah, but yeah, it wasn't all that. What else? Viola Davis, I think is she's trying so hard to prove her chops that when she don't have to. I'm like, we get it, you know what I'm saying? And I get everybody trying to support her, buying out the theater. But you say you get tired of seeing the same people win. But if your acting is good and you could pick a good script, I'm all for you getting your accolades, you getting your flowers. So on that end, I'm like, okay, look, your man can act. He can act. I would prefer to see you outside of your role. Like Al Pacino could play a good gangster, but I want to see him do something outside of that. Like Denzel plays the good mercenary with the ego trip, or I want to see him do something outside of that.
hmm
Lately, he's just been gearing towards that, and I get it. You stick to what you know, but you know,
yeah, I know what you're saying, but I'm going based off of the veteran actors. Like some of the younger actors, I'm okay with them picking up nominations. But when I keep seeing Kate Blanchett, I keep seeing Michelle Williams, I keep seeing some of these other people that has been nominated time in and time out. Don't get me wrong, I think Kate Blanchett is a better actress than Meryl Streep, but nobody wants to have that conversation right now. But
woo,
I will
that's,
say
that's,
that
that,
Kate
I don't
Blanchett is
know.
a better actress than Meryl Streep.
Whoa, bro, whoa. We're going to put a pin in that one. We're going to come back to that. Yeah, you're going to justify your reasons for that. But
I think
yeah,
Meryl Streep is another one. If I see her, and if they see her in the movie, they always want to nominate her. and her last performances have sucked doo doo shit. So it's like, cause she dials it in. It's like you could tell when actors dial in their performances, they're not really caring about acting. So it's kind of like, okay, what's the point of nominating this person if you've seen them in a movie that was much better and they've given better performances throughout their career? And I mean, it kind of sucks for me because I'm like, I'm always looking forward to the future of Hollywood being nominated or seeing younger actors get their props. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's a fair argument for nominations. Uh, Somebody who's coming up versus somebody who's already established. But the TV nominations to me were pretty good. They missed a few people, they missed a few shows, but some of my favorite shows ended up being nominated. So I was kind of just like, hey, you
What
know,
shows did they miss?
well, they pretty much nominated all the popular shows. I mean, but I think they missed Reservation Dogs. I
Okay.
will say that. I will argue for that one. Uh, I'm watching season two right now. Season two is actually better than season one. I think it's more tribal, but season
Okay.
one was pretty good. I think the comedy aspect of one was better, but I think the character development in two is a lot greater than what it was in one. But I don't really watch a lot of TV like that, but the shows I did
Facts.
watch were nominated, which is nuts. So I did watch enough to see some of my shows be nominated, which is crazy.
Okay. Yeah, I meant to say that. Do they count Netflix in it? Because you know Netflix, they give you the whole season at one point in the year.
Yeah,
So
so Dahmer was nominated, and I believe Dahmer will win, man. I do. I don't see no competition for it. I think Evan Peters will walk away again with an award in his hand for playing a murderer. So uh, well, he didn't win. He didn't play a murderer the first time he won. He was on that Kate Winslet show on HBO Max, the Mar of Easttown or something like that. But
hmm
I canceled my Netflix because of Dahmer because I just didn't want to rock with it, man. It was just evil. I don't fuck with evil shit.
so you real live. Hey, that takes a lot of balls, man. I respect it. I respect that.
Thank you, man. Yeah, I don't have Netflix, man, at all. I have Apple TV now. I don't have Netflix.
Okay. The Apple TV hitting on. That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah, it's not much on there though, man. They got to get better. I mean, I started watching the show Severance,
hmm
and it's okay. It's really slow. I think the concept of the show is great. It's got nominated, but it's not something that I would go back and rewatch, like Abbott Elementary or something, where I watch that show. I love it.
You
So
love Abbott Elementary?
I do. It's an addiction. I think the show is great.
Cool, cool. Since we talking, since I got you on TV, what's your best show this year? I'll give
You
you. No, no, I'm gonna help you out. Top five. You can name
ooh,
your top five. Cause number one is very hard. It's hard. It's hard.
it is. It is hard. You
So
want
I'm gonna
my
give you five.
best? You
Yeah,
want
your
my
best
best or
five.
my favorites?
Your favorites is it's the same to me. Your best or your favorites.
Okay, if I'm gonna do you this, I'll give you my favorite five, and I'll give you my best three.
Okay.
Okay, I'll give you my three best, and I'll give you my top five. So, and I'm gonna ask you. So,
Mhm.
I'm gonna start with favorites. So, number five on my favorites, my favorite show, my fifth favorite show of the year, probably would be Reservation Dogs. I'm gonna go with
Okay.
that at five. I'm
hmm
gonna go at four. Four, I'm gonna probably go with shit, man. It was right there in the top of my head. Okay, so four, I'm gonna go with Abbott Elementary. I'm gonna go
Okay.
with Abbott Elementary.
All right. All right.
Three, I'm gonna go with Amanda Seyfried did this limited series about Elizabeth Holmes called The Dropout, where Elizabeth Holmes is in prison right now for fraud for this fake blood company. That show was fantastic. It was really funny. Um, the Dropout is my third favorite show. Now we're getting into my top two. My second pick is going to shock you. My second favorite show of the year, surprisingly, was Atlanta season four. I
Oh.
I actually went back and took your advice and I watched. I finished season three and I finished four. Fuck three. Four was where it's at.
Hold up. We gonna put a pin in that. We're gonna get back to that in a minute. I'm gonna let you finish your list up.
Yep, Atlanta season four was fantastic. If you
Uh-huh.
haven't seen it yet, please watch it. It's great.
Yeah, it
Uh,
really is.
the finale episode was great in my opinion. It was
Yeah,
a perfect ending.
yeah, it really
Uh,
was.
but number one, drum roll. Number one, best show to me of the year, easily The Bear. The Bear on Hulu is nuts. I loved every second of that crazy ass show. The Bear. I've seen this. I love the show so much. I watched it twice. It was fantastic from start to finish. Uh, it was just a really great show. It brought me to tears. It made me laugh. I was in my feelings watching the show. I could relate to it. I hope the dude wins his Golden Globe nomination, Jeremy Allen White, for Best Actor in a comedy or musical, even though the show is more of a comedy drama. But The Bear was my number one show of the year. There was no competition for it. It was no competition, man. I watched it twice. I loved it that much, and I normally don't watch it twice.
Okay, okay. Now to me. So, what TV I did watch? I'm gonna say 911. I liked it.
Okay.
Somebody put me onto it. It's really a good series. I like it. Number four, Rick and Morty. I know it's animation, but still, it's a good show. Good show. It's good shit. When I need to laugh, and I like the way my man Justin Roland does stuff. Number three. This is where it gets a little tricky at. I like the boys. I didn't think I would. I actually liked it.
Okay. The boys. Okay.
Yeah. No. Number two. This is gonna sound funny. Somebody put me on to it. I didn't know about it. But The Godfather in Harlem. I binge watched it,
Okay.
and they got a new season coming out in January. So yeah, that's number two. And number one, you already know it was Atlanta for this year. Yeah, it was Atlanta. I mean, I loved it.
Of course. Of
Episode
course.
season three was kind of iffy, but the last three episodes made up for it. Cause when season three, episode nine, when he was crying because he got discriminated on when he was doing the discriminating at first, was just hilarious.
Oh, you talking about the Rich Wigger episode?
Yeah, and for him to have a father who is the blackest N word I know, him not to teach his son how to be that, even though his son passed for white, which is interesting to me because I'm like, ain't no way I'm that niggerish and my son's with me. Even if he can pass, he gonna have some of me in him. Like when he couldn't pass the test, remember they was asking him all that stuff.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. When they had George and Kevin
Wallace,
Samuels, yeah, yeah,
yeah. And Kevin
yeah.
Samuels acted
George
his ass
Wallace,
off in
yeah,
that.
yeah,
Kevin Samuels fitted that role in that too.
yeah. I was surprised to see Kevin Samuels in that episode. That shocked me. He was
Yeah,
actually pretty good in that. I would say
yeah,
the best cameo of this for season three was easily Liam Neeson though. Liam
yeah.
Neeson in the new Jazz episode shocked the hell out of me. I was just like, huh?
Hey, he said I was going through something. He said
Yeah,
I
yeah,
done
yeah,
killed all of you.
yeah, 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 man. It was
Hey, you sleep on them last three episodes, and then when she was fucking the people up with the baguette, that was the funniest shit ever, bro.
now here now I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. Season three had two really good episodes. The first episode with the three slaps, the three
Yeah,
slaps episode was fantastic. That was the best episode of the season. The
yeah,
second best one was the last episode. I
yeah,
actually really loved that last episode with Van going off like that. I thought that shit was funny. I
yeah.
actually did. It actually made me laugh more than be like sad
That's
for
a
it.
hand. That's a whole hand.
Oh yeah, when they would cook this shit at the restaurant, yeah. It was wild, man. It was
If
really
this is
wild.
the way, if this is the way, this is the way.
It
And
was
then at the
really
end, when she,
wild, but
yeah, oh man, your man had a lot of Jordan Peele to him than third season.
I can see why you say that because it was a
Yeah,
lot. It felt like anthology. It didn't feel like Atlanta. It felt like it was a bunch of one-off episodes that didn't really correlate with the story at all.
true. That was facts on that one. But yeah, man, I laughed at it. Oh man, woo,
It,
man.
it was it was funny because like you get to the end of season three, season four was right back to normal. They're like right back in
Yeah,
Atlanta. They're not in Paris no more. And it's like, okay, you didn't even give like season two gave us a conclusion of they're leaving Atlanta, going to Paris. Where season three kind of was just like it put the last episode in Van's hands, but it pretty much showed you what Paris did to her mentally. It changed her. She
Yeah,
wanted to become a whole new person, and I thought that episode was really good.
yeah.
And
It's
if I had to
layers
go
to
for
that.
an episode that I enjoyed, it was really good. It was a really good. I would say the third best episode of that season was probably that dumbass phone episode. That phone episode where Paperboy lost his phone. Because that shit was really funny to me. Because you kind of already suspected that the nigga that was with them had it.
Yeah, I said that too. And then they was like the other dude had it, and the other dude had it, and they just kept passing the phone around. I was like, oh
Yep.
man.
And it be your own people in real life that do that to you too. That's the fucked up part.
I'm good though. I'm glad you liked the season 4, bro. I'm glad. I was
Oh
like, hold
man,
up, man.
season four was great.
I was like, ain't no way Miles wasn't like this, man. I was like, hold up. Especially episode 2 when we found out why he got kicked out of Princeton and how petty he is. Oh man, that was good.
Oh, you talking about when he got the payback on that white woman?
Yeah,
Yo, yo, when he got the payback on her, I was just like, yo, will he stoop that low just to get
yeah,
somebody back? Like, damn, over the children's book?
yep.
Like, damn, bro. I thought that episode. It's funny. If I had to vote for the best episode of season 4, I really like the finale, and I like that Tyler Perry Mr. Chocolate
Oh, work
episode
ethic.
too.
Oh yeah, that was a good one too. I was about to get to that one.
That
He was
Mr.
like,
Chocolate episode was funny as shit.
hey man, your man was doing big shade at Tyler Perry on that one, bro. I was like, damn. Cause Tyler Perry had tweeted out a tweet talking about he had work ethic because he makes that garbage he puts out on everybody, and people just follow it because they fuck with him. And I was like, bro, that shit was funny though. I'm Mr. Chocolate.
Yeah. We've never even seen Mr. Chocolate. I don't know what he looked like.
We'll fix it in
Yeah.
post.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
man, that's my episodes
it was
right there.
really good. It was really good, man. I like that. I like the work ethic episode. I like the season finale episode, and I also kind of like the Paperboy Farm episode.
Oh
The
yeah.
one before that, I like that one too because it showed Alfred in a different light. But I thought season 4, the writing was perfect. The comedy was good. The dramatic scenes were good. The acting was better than what we got in season 3.
Mhm.
It was just all around good. But I have an unpopular opinion. If I had to rank what season was the best of Atlanta, like if I had to rank them all, I want to hear yours first before I get to mine, though.
Okay, well, obviously, season 1 will be the best season because every episode I can watch and I can rewatch. 2 was had some of the most pivotal episodes, like Alligator Man and Fubu. I mean, Fubu was a good episode, and I fuck with that.
Great. Yeah,
Yeah,
I agree with that
yeah,
100%.
yeah. 3 would be the worst season for me, and
Yeah.
4 gave me the vibe of season 1. So, but
Okay.
yeah, because I rewatched season 1 the other day, and episode 7 with a white guy, I mean, the black guy, I think he white. That shit's
Oh,
still funny to this day, bro.
the transracial one.
Yeah, and the reaction that she had, that how could he be transracial when, and then he said he don't care about the LBGTQ and he think that's an abomination and all that, and we all just looked at him like, man, what the fuck? Yeah, I was just like, yeah, I watched that. That was funny as fuck too.
That was a episode that was ahead of its time,
Yeah,
honestly.
yeah, it really was. And think about that was made what 2016.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yep.
that was a
That
long
was the
time
very
ago,
first
bro.
season of Atlanta. Yep.
Damn, we wasn't even at the store yet, bro. Damn, bro. But yeah, I was just finding that funny, bro. But yeah, I'm sad to see it go. But I know he had to leave because he's doing too much other stuff. So
Yeah. He's moved on to bigger things. And I'm happy for him. I think Donald Glover is a talented guy. Uh, Better singer than rapper. But I loved Atlanta. I thought the show as a whole was great. But your rankings was pretty much I knew you were gonna say season 1 was the best one. I
yeah, I
knew it.
mean it really was though, because you literally watch every episode and you fucks with it. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. I agree with that. But I think I have an unpopular opinion when it comes to how I would rank them.
Okay, go ahead. You know, go ahead. Give your
So
opinion.
if I had to go from if I had to go from worst to best,
Hmm.
in fact, no, I'll go from best to worst. I'll go from best to worst. I think the best season was season 2. And I
Okay.
say season two was better than one because the episodes that matter more in season two pretty much are like detrimental to why the show is Atlanta. I feel like the Teddy Perkins episode, the barbershop episode, the Fubu episode,
Yeah.
the Alligator Man episode. Like there was a lot of episodes that are like
Yeah. The
some of the
Woods
most
too.
iconic episodes of the series in that season.
I
So I would
understand.
say two and then definitely one. Two,
Okay.
one, four. I'm sorry, two, one. Yeah. Three's the worst season, four is the second worst, but it's not really the worst because it's really good. So I
Yeah.
would go two, one, four, three.
Okay. A lot of people see it that way too. I mean, two had a lot of stuff in there. Alligator Man, The Woods, where Alfred had the mental breakdown.
Yeah, the Woods episode is great. I
Yeah,
mean, there's a
that was
lot
funny
of
too.
really good episodes in two. It's two is for deep. Two is like you could compare it to like a Jay-Z album where it's like, oh, Reasonable Doubt. Like some people say that was like Jay-Z's best album because it was his first one. But if you really go back and listen to Jay-Z's discography, The Blueprint is that man's best work. So it's like, and that came later on. That was like a few years after, you know, 1996 compared to 2001. And I think season two is pretty much that same comparison of, you know, can you be better than the first? Can you do better than your first time? Yeah, you can. And I think Atlanta season two proved that he can. But I love season one as well. I'm not shitting on season one. Season one was great. There's a few episodes I will go back to. So I agree with you, but I think the best episode of the franchise was easily the Teddy Perkins episode, man. It's just hard to debate that at this point.
Reason why I give four so much credit is because you remember episode 8, right? When he did the Goofy movie.
Yeah.
You really thought that was the truth, didn't you? Before you realized that, hey, this shit made up.
It's funny. I'm not gonna lie to you. I skipped that episode. That's
For real?
yeah, I skipped it. I
Oh,
thought
you skipped the goof? You gotta watch that, Joe,
was it
cause
good?
it really was, bro. You gotta really watch it, bro.
I
Oh,
watched the
bro.
first 2 minutes of it and was bored. I ain't gonna hold you.
Dang, bro.
I'm gonna
Nah,
go
you
back.
gotta
You know
watch
what?
that,
Tonight
bro.
I'm gonna go
Yeah.
back and watch it. There ain't no
Yeah, you
There
gotta
is
watch. You gotta give it
basketball
its
games
due,
on.
bro, cause that's like one of the best episodes of the season.
Really?
Yeah.
When they talk about Thomas Washington.
Yep.
Wow. You know what? Since you said that, you my man. I fuck with your opinions. I'm gonna watch it tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta watch it. You gotta literally watch it. It's sitting on you.
Okay, I'm gonna rewatch it because I
Okay.
didn't finish it when I watched it because I was just like I was at the point where I was tired of seeing some season three shit. I want to
Nah.
see the characters. I didn't want to
I
see none of
understand,
that
I
other shit.
understand, but it's a reason why he do that, and he showed you why in episode 10. Cause
Oh, okay.
yeah. So the one offs is when Dirt's in that tank. So
Yeah, that was the whole the self deprivation thing that he was
yeah,
doing.
so
Yeah,
when he's in
self
there, that's
deprecating.
when you get the one offs. Cause you don't see none of the cast in there. But when he's not in there, that's when everything else is there. But it is his legs to it. But
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
But the episode fit into the whole season though. I said that too when I first watched. I was like, "The fuck we doing about Goofy movie?" But then yeah,
Yeah, cause like
yeah,
yeah,
you gotta watch it though.
because season three had that same white guy that was in his dream also reoccur in that episode with the reparations episode. You remember the
Yeah.
first episode of the season where the episode begins on them on that boat, and the
Mhm.
white guy's talking about there was a town underneath the water, which is true. If you go to certain areas, the white man drowned certain areas to create, you know what I'm saying, areas and pretty much, killed that town
Yeah.
and pretty much just like a hidden cities underneath water. But
Yeah,
that's
it's a
that's
lot of
actually
them.
based on true shit.
Yeah, it
But
really
that
is. I
white
looked that
guy,
shit up.
yeah, and it's crazy because that white guy that was in the first episode, Three Slaps, in his dream also reoccurs in that reparations episode, but he commits suicide. So there was a lot of different shit happening in Atlanta with those one-off episodes. But I think that I just didn't like it anymore because I was tired of watching bullshit. Because I thought the Trinity to the Bone episode was good at the end, but the rest of that shit was bullshit because I already knew where it was going.
Yeah, and it's based off Tom Hanks' son, right?
That's hilarious.
Yeah. There's a lot in between shit he was throwing out there that black people raise their kids so much that they don't have time for their family, and they went through that. Some of the episodes made sense, like reparations and all that, how it would go, like how you work for child support. That's how they would have to do for us. They would literally take another job, and we would get that payment coming to us. You know what I'm saying? It's underlines in there, but you gotta think on it, and you gotta watch it. And I know you just like, I just want to see storyline. I ain't seen y'all in 3 years. I'm like, come on, bro, I don't need to see all that right now. I get it. So
Yeah,
yeah,
that's how. Yeah, yeah, 100% real. Because that's how I felt in season three. I was by the time I got past season three, I was exhausted. I'm tired of seeing one-off episodes, and that's why I was happy at that season finale of three because I got to see Van, and I
well,
thought
eight,
it was like
eight,
a very good anime impersonation that she did. I thought it was funny.
yeah, because she's real life German, so she
Yes.
knows about that stuff over there. So,
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
eight was
She is.
good too because it went inside of Alfred's mind. I noticed that every season he do one episode that is geared towards Alfred and how he thinks. So
Mm-hmm.
in season two it was the woods, in season three it was that one, and in season four is when he was on the farm, and
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
showing
yeah,
you
yeah.
his mental state. So that's good to know too.
Yeah, yeah. I'm glad you brought that out, man, because like I think that the best Alfred episode that we got of him was easily the Woods episode, but
Yeah,
the best episode that was like about the relationship between Ern and Alfred was Fubu. And I think
yeah,
Fubu is easily a top five contender for me for one of the best episodes of the series. It's
yeah,
easily for me a contender. But I
yeah.
think the Teddy Perkins episode was just it's one of those episodes that creeped you out, you
It did
laugh.
though. It did.
Yeah. And that was also Donald Glover in that shit too, like how
Yeah.
he played Mr. Chocolate.
Uh,
So
I miss a chocolate. She will be scoring number one eight.
yeah, 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 yeah. What gave it away was when he got hit with the grits.
I'm immune to grits.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And that's what gave it away too. That was Tyler Perry. I was just like, oh shit, he mocking Tyler Perry. I'm just like,
Nah,
oh
what gave it
shit.
away was the handyman with the cornrows. I was like, really, bro? One
Oh
by
yeah,
Shamar Moore.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. When the dude he was hitting on Van, right?
Yeah. I was like, wow, bro, wow. Anyway, but that's just funny. I mean, he did his ass with that one, bro. I liked that episode.
That episode was really good. It was really good, man. Season four has some pretty good moments, some pretty good episodes, and
Oh, and when the mother stole the grandfather was funny as shit too, because that remind you of everybody's family right there, bro.
oh, you talking about light skinned?
Yeah, you hate me because I'm light skinned.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yo, it be like that too. I know everybody that has a black family. This is strictly for black families only. You have that one auntie where when she shows up to the function, niggas are just
Yes.
like, oh shit,
Yep. Facts.
oh shit, that
Facts.
motherfucker is here.
Yep. God damn. Yep. And when he did the episode, I was like, cause I was about to skim over that one. I was like, hold on, let me give it a fair chance. You know what I'm saying? That shit was just funny, bro. And
That
then
shit was funny.
the Bobby Shamur exit, he said, "Don't look back."
Oh yeah,
He
yeah.
said it didn't work for him. I was like, it damn sure did.
It did, yeah. That was funny. That was funny, man.
Yeah, but
I'm glad that you ranked Atlanta as your number one show. Cause I mean, the only reason why I didn't rank it as my number one show this season, if we were in 2016, Atlanta was the best show of 2016, in my opinion. There was no competition. There was no competition when this show first came out to me. Season one and season two had no competition for me. But
mm,
the Bear, man, it just if you haven't seen it yet, I would recommend it, Rel. It's a really
okay.
good,
Is that the
really
cocaine
good
bear
movie.
or the bear?
It's just called The Bear. It's on Hulu.
Oh, okay. So what's the cocaine bear then? What's that one?
Oh man, so I'm gonna get to the best part about this Cocaine Bear trailer.
Okay.
So I'm like, first of all, I was forced to watch it. I didn't want to watch the trailer first. I was forced to watch it. My dad forced me to watch this trailer. I was not gonna watch it at first. He was just like, "Yo, you got to see the trailer for this shit, man. This shit is nuts." I'm just like, "Okay, so I'll check the trailer out." And pretty much it's based on a true story, which is nuts.
Okay.
But they changed it around.
Okay.
So pretty much The bear does cocaine and attacks people.
So the bear does coquiana.
Yes, the bear does coquiano that was from the mafia because the mafia dude had to throw the cocaine off the plane.
Mm, mm. What would they think of next? I gotta watch this now. Oh man,
Yeah, man,
the
that's pretty.
bear
And
does
Ray
cocaine.
Liotta is in the movie, so
Rest in peace.
rest in peace to one of the greatest villains ever. Uh, Ray Liotta was one of those dudes, man, where you knew the movie was gonna be some great shit if it was a crime movie and he was in it because you already knew he was playing somebody bad. You already knew, but man,
Cocaine
Cocaine
bear.
Bear is nuts and is directed by Elizabeth Banks, the woman that did the Pitch Perfect movies, is doing this movie, man. I was just like, what the hell? Elizabeth Banks is doing this?
Yeah, I'm in love with the cocoa.
Yeah, yeah. That bear surely is. It's going to be nuts. I know the rednecks, all the Dukes of Hazzard people, they're going to go watch it. They got to represent, represent Yellowstone. So
Yeah, I tried to watch that TV series. I just can't get with it. Yellowstone to be on Paramount Plus.
yeah,
I can't watch it, bro. I don't know. Wyoming just don't get me excited, bro. That cow
bro,
shit,
I'm right
bro.
with you, man. I don't want to talk about it because I'm going to sound racist if I do.
Okay, yeah.
Because
We
I'm
neutral
tired of
on here.
seeing Kevin Costner, man. He's one of the worst actors ever to me. I fucking hate that guy.
You dance
He,
with wolves.
Dance with Wolves is a good movie, but everything else that man has done, poop shit.
Kevin Costner, that's your man, bro.
That guy plays cowboy. He plays Yippee Ki-Yo and everything he does. I'm tired.
Yeah, but yeah, it's been a good year in TV. I'm hoping next year bounce back. You know what I'm saying? Hope it bounce back. Get some more stuff up there. Some more I could binge watch. Cause they've been slacking lately. Some of this shit I don't know. It gets no
I
play for
agree.
me.
Yeah, I
Like
can.
all the powers and I mean I fuck with 50 Cent and I don't hate on the man, but I mean all of it seem like the same. I'm like, dude, switch it up a little bit. But I ain't gonna hate. Let that man get his paper. Him and Courtney Kemp out here killing the game. They run stars. As far as I'm concerned, 50 Cent is stars.
You're not lying, and I kind of hate the fact that he's in a dispute with Stars right now for his own little creation. But I mean, he doesn't own it, so I mean, it's I can't really speak on it, but I did watch Power Book One. I never watched any of the other books because I just wasn't interested. And I knew it was going to be the same thing you just said, a bunch of nigga shit that was going to end up being the same.
I
So
mean, people getting jobs and shit, and I feel it, but it's all nigga shit, bro. I mean, how can I put this? It ain't bad. It's Tyler Perry's, but it's like Tyler Perry on hood roids. That's what this is. Tyler Perry on hood roids.
oh man, damn. Yeah, I agree with that, man. Because the acting is bad, and then the dialogue is even worse. I'm just like, man,
Mhm.
why do every line is f this and shit
Yeah.
this or nigga this? Like, I like dialogue and I like colloquial language, but
They
you
trying
got
to
to
be
give me
authentic.
something.
They trying to spit that hood shit to you, bro.
They are, man.
Mother bleep this, mother that, mother better bleep 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 bleep.
Like, man, I saw this one scene that had Mary J. Blige in it. And I'm just like, this could have came on the Oprah Winfrey network. I'm just like, what? It was so melodramatic. I'm just like, yo, this is like a soap opera. The girls cursing at Mary J. Blige, telling him,
Oh
why
yeah,
you
you know
lying
about
to him?
dinner
Tell him
table.
that you his mama. I'm just
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
oh,
yeah. You gotta watch it so we can review some of them jokes too, bro.
oh man. Oh, the torture, the
Oh,
agony, the
yeah, I gotta torture you
pain.
with that one, bro. I gotta torture you with that
Oh, the agony. The agony.
one. Speaking of agony, your girl Brittany Griner's home, bro. Now we ain't get to rap about this. I know what happened last week and all that, but yeah,
Yeah.
your girl home, man, and you gave up the motherfucking merchant of death for her. How you feel about that, Smiley? Because I've been getting dragged for my views and my comments, but
Brittany Griner went to Russia as a lesbian and came back to America straight. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand the logic that happened between this because it's like I'm all for supporting the black community. I'm all for supporting a black woman, but what she did over there, she wasn't being smart. She wasn't thinking, and then they swapped her for somebody that could blow somebody up or kill somebody or harm another human being. So I think that the trade was, I hate saying this, I think it was kind of useless. I just think that the trade was point blank kind of useless. I mean, if you do the crime, you got to do the time. I mean, that's what I heard when I was a kid. And I think that she went over there when she shouldn't have been over there in the fucking first place. She made a bad decision and she was paying her part. Russia said, hey, look, we caught you with this and we're going to give you some jail time. And I think a lot of it had to do with the political economics of Ukraine and Russia, and that's why they did that to her to use her as they use her as an example, like how they did Kyrie with the whole Black Jew movie thing. She was used as an example, but I think the trade was useless. How do you feel about it?
Oh man, I've been dragged. Somebody called me Black Butterbean because I was made my points on it, bro. They've been dragging me up and down this jump, bro. But I'll reiterate my stance. I don't care that they brought her home. I thought they didn't get enough for bringing her home. We're literally giving this man, who's known to have connections, who can move shit on just his name, whether he got money or capital, anything. He is known as the Merchant of Death, doing that shit for a lot of years. You don't think he got a lot of contacts to want to see him get back on his feet? To see him move these guns around, get that heavy artillery, get the gun for Rambo, one, two, or three. Come on, man, stop that. And all we got was NBA player Brittany Griner. That's not fair. We got fucked. No loot. They should have been giving us more, and they should have put a clause in their constitution that if we come over there to play sports or athletics and we want to get high, we have immunity over there, so this shit don't happen again. That's what I'm talking about, man. So it's just stupid to me. I'm like, y'all ain't solve anything. All y'all did was bring a person home. That's why I was telling people. So what if I smuggle me a cocaine brick over here and I get caught in Mexico? Y'all gonna switch for me for El Chapo? No, y'all gonna tell me eat that charge, right? I was just I just snorting a little cocaine. You know what I'm saying? I got my bear, my dog. We about to smoke this. We about to sniff this. Yeah, we about to get high. Y'all gonna let me say, man, fuck that. Stay over there, man. She went over there with hemp oil, knowing what it was over there. So that's stupid on her behalf. Secondly, and not to sound funny or nothing, but if I'm a star and I'm carrying something illegal, you gonna eat the charge. I'm not gonna eat the charge. You and my entourage, hey, that's my man's right there. You supposed to step up. Cause they ain't gonna get you with a charge like they're gonna hit me with, and I'm gonna get you out. And you're gonna be straight. That's her stupidity. I always tell people that. I was like, ain't no way I'm gonna be a star. I'm going to another country, which she has been to multiple times to play for the basketball team. So she knows the law. She knows the law, so she ain't stupid. She thought it was a little bit of hemp oil. Well, that little bit of hemp oil got you a smuggling charge. They ain't say the use of drugs. They hit her with the smuggling charge to get her the years.
Yep.
So I mean that's on her, bro. Personally, I think we should got more than what we got for her. And I say that, you know what I'm saying? People want to come at me about it. I'm sounding sensitive or whatever. She chose to go over there. Ain't nobody put a gun in her head and say go over there. They ain't lying, say you
Exactly.
they ain't planting nothing on you and stuff. I see if they planted something on you. They put a whole key of brick of weed on you or something like that. And I'm like, all right, we gotta go get her. 9 days fucking with her, fucking with her. Well, 9 years is excessive. I was like, man, come on, man. The people don't know the facts. I was like, they ain't hit her with using marijuana. They hit her with smuggling. Smuggling gets you more time than usage does. I was like, people don't be knowing. It's just been a whole shit show. But anyway,
I,
they did that for votes. Biden did that for Biden votes. That's all.
of
He,
course, of
he want the
course.
black women. He want the LGBTQ to come vote for him. He had to give him something. There you go. He gave you something. He put the merchant of death
I
back on the
agree, man.
street, and all he gonna do is sell guns to the merchant of death. Because you know USA, the biggest gun seller in the world.
Oh, of
People don't
course,
people don't want to say
of
nothing about that.
course, of course. I feel like Biden knew what he was doing when he made that deal. Biden, if he's going to run for re-election, which I hope to God he doesn't, because he's too fucking old. Um, there's a lot of Goonies that's going to be running for office this next time in 2024. A lot of Goonies, and it's just it's bad enough that Georgia race was close, man. Warnock could have lost, and I was on CNN's ass that night when Herschel Walker and Warnock were going back and forth with the numbers because Herschel had took the lead at some point, but they were going back and forth. But that to me shows me how the American politics is going to be going forward. If you are not a politician and you say the most absolute dumb shit, and somebody out there finds it funny, you could get a vote.
Hmm.
You could get a
Facts.
vote.
You better believe it. You better effing believe it. But yeah, that whole Brittany Griner just like dragged on me. You know what I'm saying? You
Nah,
know.
man. Nobody should criticize you for your opinion on. First of all, women don't even support the WNBA.
Thank you.
So fuck them. Fuck. I hate to sound sexist, but fuck a woman's opinion on Brittany Griner. You don't watch the WNBA anyway. You can't even name 5 WNBA players.
I can't even name 5 WNBA players.
That's because nobody watches it, man. I hate to say this shit because I am a huge advocate. I'm a huge woman lover, but I hate saying this, but nobody watches the WNBA.
I feel you. I feel you. Since we're on WNBA, we might as well kick it a little bit into the NBA. You know, how them Clippers looking, man? You know what I'm saying? They made a surge, bro. They made a
Oh
surge.
man, the LA Slippers, the LA Slippers, man. I'm gonna put it like this: the Clippers can be contenders only if Paul George, Kawhi, and John Wall are in the game.
Mm,
If they sit, if they're injured, that team is poverty.
mm.
They'll be better than the Lakers though, because their bench players and role players are just tremendously better.
Ho ho
The
ho. The Lakers been balling. AD heard your message, dog. He out here killing them. They
what's
still
the
be
record,
losing,
Brown?
but he be killing them.
Hey,
AD
what?
heard your message, dog. He said you coming for him. He
Yeah,
starting to
everybody was
ball.
on his. What are those street clothes? That's what they call them.
Street clothes Davis.
Street clothes Davis, and what are they? 11-16 or some shit. They haven't even
Yeah,
won 15 games this season.
I know. It's hard for them to do that. But the Warriors 14-14, so
Yeah, they're pretty bad, and then they just lost Steph. Steph is out for a few weeks.
damn, what happened?
Last night he hit his shoulder on a play, and he has a shoulder injury right now.
Yeah, he another one that can't make it through the season. But their young talent ain't showing up. Wiseman sucks, and
Yeah,
Moody is iffy, and Kuma is iffy too. So they missing Otto Porter, Gary Payton Jr., and who was the other guy they had? They missing those young guys.
yeah. Gary Payton, Otto Porter, and shit. Well, Jordan Poole was pretty much carrying them bench wise, and they're out
Yeah,
Wiggins right now too. So Golden
yeah,
State's gonna suck for a little bit. The
that's
next
good
few
though.
weeks is gonna be pretty bad for them.
So
They're
so
gonna
you
have to
saying
use Jordan Poole and Clay to carry them.
yeah? So you saying the Celtics is the team? That's what you're telling me right now.
I would say the two. I'm gonna say this, man, and I hope that this is a good debate. I would say the two teams to look out for in respective conferences. One in the East, yes, the Celtics are easily number one, and I'm gonna change my tune with this one. But I hope this team can back it up because I do not like them. But the second team I'm gonna root for in the West that could be the best team is Memphis, man. I'm going with
Okay.
Memphis. I believe in Memphis right now, man, and I don't like Memphis, but I believe in them.
He said I don't like Memphis, but I believe in them.
I do not. I take Memphis over the Pelicans right now. I ain't gonna hold you.
Oh,
And the
oh, oh,
Pelicans got the
watch,
number
watch
one
hey, whoa,
record.
whoa, 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 whoa. The Pelicans are for real, bro. Zion
They
showing
are
you
for
what he
real.
is.
They are for real, but they're missing Ingram right now.
Okay. Mhm.
And they're
But
missing Herb
Zion,
Jones.
but Zion showed you something, bro. He showed you when he's there that they the real deal. And he was shitting on your sons, shitting on them.
Oh man, I hate the Phoenix Suns. I think everybody's in consensus. Fuck the Phoenix Suns. That's pretty
Oh
much the
man,
consensus right now.
he said they put my team out last year, and I felt some type of way about that.
Oh
And
man, Luca is already the father of the franchise. And
mm,
Giannis already gave them a happy meal in the finals.
damn, Phew.
Giannis in his last game dropped 50 points and then went to Chick-fil-A a few days later and asked for 50 nuggets. Giannis is the GOAT. That shit is hilarious.
Chick-fil-A, hey yo, give me 50 nuggets.
I mean, can I get a 50 piece? Yeah, Giannis, you could get 60 piece if you want. You won us a championship, nigga. We love you. All them people in Wisconsin, all those cheese eating motherfuckers. Yeah,
Yeah, man.
they love him. So, and I love Giannis too. But they are the second team to beat in the East. If the
Okay.
Celtics don't make it, Milwaukee will.
Okay. So what about the Nets, man? They said they playing better with that junior varsity team out there. They said Steve Nash couldn't coach.
He couldn't. Hey, let's just be real, man. Steve Nash was a great player, fantastic player. Me and you both know. I think that you watch enough basketball to know who's good and who's not. And your basketball opinions are just as good as mine, if not sometimes better, because you've been around longer than me. So you've seen some of these other players playing more games than I have. And but when it comes to coaching over there, I think that the culture of Brooklyn right now has gotten better. They played a lot better. Kyrie and KD are hooping right now. It's crazy. We talk about MVP right now. Our five picks, KD's not even a top five MVP person,
No, he's
but
not.
his numbers look like it though. That's the crazy
Yeah,
part.
yeah, but he not though.
No, he's not. And, yeah, who will be? And I'm glad we're on this topic of MVP. Who are your five or three? You can name me three candidates, five, four. Who would be your NBA MVP if you had to choose right now? Your candidates. Who are you going with?
Okay, my top five. I got Davis
Top
at
five.
five. Yeah, Davis at five. I got who's the other guy? Shit. Tatum at the four. Yeah, I got him at four.
Tatum
I
was
got
four.
Giannis. Yeah, I got Tatum at four.
Okay.
Giannis at three. At B at two, and then I got the Joker at one. Now that list can be
Okay.
adjusted with Embiid and Tatum, because it depends on who has the higher hand and who goes about it. But yeah, Tatum
Okay.
was my one for a while, but yeah, I got him there. So him and Embiid are interchangeable.
Okay.
But yeah, it's Joker. It is the Denver dude now. It's hands to lose, bro. Because now that Jamal Murray's back, they just got to put their foot on the throat of the Pelicans.
Okay.
So
Okay.
who's your top five?
If I had to
And I had
go
to
in
put Davis
order,
on there because yeah, Davis was balling. That's why I put him on my list. Now they ain't
I'm not
winning,
mad at
but
that.
he balling. Okay, but
I
yeah,
I,
your
I
top
would
five.
I like the fact that you included him because a lot of people talk shit on him. You know what I'm saying? Everybody pretty much was bashing him the last 3 years, and the last 10 games before they went on this losing streak, he was hooping. His numbers was out
Yeah,
the
yeah.
freaking world, and I think if they were to continue winning, I think Davis would enter my top five. But he's
Okay,
sadly he's not in my five. But
okay.
you, but if I had to go for my top five, starting at five, Embiid is my fifth. Um, at number four, John Moran is my fourth.
Okay.
And then if I'm going from three to two to one, this could be interchangeable. At three, Giannis is my third pick. Uh, my second pick is Luca,
Hmm.
and my number one pick is Jason Tatum right now. If you're on the best
Okay.
team and you're the best player, you got to be number one. And Tatum has proved to me he's the best player right now on the best team. And
So you left the
he
Joker off though.
because if you look at Embiid's and Joker's averages, I mean, Embiid averages more points, and that's the only reason why I take. They both are averaging double doubles, but it's just one average more points than the other.
Okay.
But but I think if we're going based off of skill, yeah, Jokic is way more tremendous skilled athlete than Embiid, because Embiid gets most of his points at the free throw line. I mean, let's be
Hmm.
real here. He gets his points at the free throw line. He whines to the refs. He flops a lot, and I hate it. I think it's annoying to me. And I do think Embiid is a great player, though. I'm not. That doesn't knock what he can and can't do. But I think if I'm looking at between the Jokic and Embiid argument this year, I can't throw Jokic in my top five right now, even though because Jokic has help this season. You know what I'm saying? It's different the last two seasons where he didn't have both of his best players with him. This team now is They can if they can click like you just said a few minutes ago. If they can gel, they can put their foots on everybody's neck and can end up being out the West. But as long as Memphis and Pelicans are hooping right now, it's looking like a stretch.
Hmm. All right. So your Sacramento Kings are done, right? You over the hype?
I think the Kings are right where they should be, man. They are proving that they can be a play-in team. Playoffs is a little bit of a stretch right now, but I do think if they were to make the play-in game, they could win. They could win.
Okay. What about the Indiana Fakers?
They only go as high as Tyrese Halliburton. If Tyrese Halliburton is averaging 25 and 10 assists, they can be any team. But if he's not getting those numbers, which he's
Hmm.
capable of getting because he's tremendously talented, no, I don't believe in Indiana like that. But they can be a playing team as well.
Yeah, the Bulls disappointed me. The Knicks are what the Knicks are. So I
Man, the
watched that
Knicks have
game
been hooping
yesterday.
better than the Bulls lately, which is nuts.
Yeah.
Which is nut. The Knicks actually look pretty good. I mean,
Uh-huh.
Julius Randle sucked last season. I mean, the season before that he was tremendous, but last season Julius Randle was one of the worst players in the league. Now he's ended up being somebody that can be voted as an All Star, in my opinion. He's a dark horse in the All Star race this year because I think in the Eastern Conference, uh, at the power forward position, Porzingis can get that, and you already know Giannis is going to get it. If we're going based off of All Star performances,
Yeah. Mm,
so yeah, man.
yeah. But it stunned me for a second there, bro. It stunned me. But that's good though. NBA shaping up to be good. Shaping up to be real good. I like that. I like that.
It is. It's funny. Me and my friend mentioned that earlier. I have a friend named Darnell. Me and him talked about uh, the NBA a lot, and he said that this season has been really good. And I agree. I think this season has actually been. There's been some really good games I've caught. So I was mad I missed that Lakers and Boston game. I was watching it right. I was watching that game, bro, and Boston was blowing them out, and I was just like, you know what? I'm going to sleep. I woke up the next morning, not realizing the goddamn game went into overtime. I'm just like, damn.
Yeah.
Damn, I missed it.
They came back and choked in the overtime.
Yeah, Davis missed the free throws, and that's why. And that's what I'm saying. Like, there's certain boneheaded mistakes that they make, and I can't put Davis. Davis is probably an honorable mention for me in the MVP race for me. Him, Steph Curry, Damian Lillard, Donovan Mitchell. Those guys are my honorable mentions, and everybody else just falls behind in that category because they're not MVP level yet. They can be an MVP candidate, but not yet. And Jokic too. I'm sorry, Jokic is in that honorable mention as well too.
It's not bad. Not bad though. But yeah. So video games, bro. Video games. So I know you talked about it, you know what I'm saying? I know you're a Call of Duty guy, you know.
I hate
I'm a
Call of
Call of
Duty.
Duty. You hate Call of Duty?
I
You
hate, I've
Modern
never.
Warfare?
I the only. I'm gonna be honest with you. I've only had two Call of Duty games ever in my life.
For real?
I had the original Modern Warfare 2, the one that was on the Xbox 360,
Hmm.
and I had this old dusty ass Call of Duty game that was like before they ended up being more serious and shit. Yeah, I'm not a
Yeah.
Call of Duty person like that, man. I actually hate it. I think it's one of the worst games ever made.
God damn.
Yeah.
You don't like the headshots, bro?
I feel like Call of Duty has gotten better with their multiplayer because a lot of the people get their kills from respawns. Like the respawns used to be nuts, man. You literally people used to know where people were respawning at, and that's how they have 35 kills and two deaths.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah. Back out. Headshot.
Yep,
But yeah, they're fighting with Nintendo over the rights of play Call of Duty on the Nintendo Switch.
that's nuts. If Call of Duty hits the Switch, man, that's nuts.
Why? Do you even have a Switch?
I do.
Oh, I didn't know you had a Switch. That's what's up.
Yeah, man. You play the Pokemon game on it, right?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I play platform. I only play Mario
Oh,
and Smash.
yeah. Shout out, catch me on Rail Gaming 82. You You know what I'm saying? I be streaming Saturday, Sunday sometimes. You know, you see a little bit of Madden or a little bit of Pokemon. So check me out. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. Which Madden? The new ones or the older
Yeah,
ones?
I got the new one. That's the last one I'm buying because it got John Madden on the cover.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Yeah, that's my piece of resistance. Yeah, me and man go back since what 93, 94, 92.
They've had some good Madden games though. I like the earlier ones in the 2000s. Those were really good.
Mhm. Yeah, I had that one. But yeah, it's pretty good though. But otherwise, I don't know. I got the new Xbox, man. I'm trying to figure out some games to play on there, but I'm like,
It's
eh.
it's, it's limited.
Yeah, yeah. I heard they took a lot of the old games off.
Why did they do that?
I
That's
don't
the
know.
issue that Nintendo has, man, with the backwards compatibility shit.
Yeah, I was trying to figure that out. I was like, okay, that's just what we do. Nah, but
Yeah, because it's like, what's the point of buying a game system if you don't have any games to play?
true. But no, I got the pass too. I mean, they got Ninja Turtles on there. They got some other games on there I could check out. But I don't know. I'm gonna see. I might play
Oh
some
shit! They
later.
have the newest TMNT game, the Shredder's Revenge or something.
Yeah, yeah, it's on there. I think it's
Oh,
you can play
nice,
it on the cloud.
nice. It's funny. I'm glad that you mentioned the Game Pass because Xbox is doing that $70 new game shit now. So
Oh
new games is gonna cost $70 now instead of 60, and I think that's too much.
shit! God damn. Well, most games nowadays is 59.99. Then you gotta buy DLC. So yeah, it's that same.
Yeah, I don't think it's right, and it's best if you have Game Pass now. I've thought about getting Game Pass. I think I've had it once before for free, but the trial ran out. But if you don't have Game Pass going into the future, there's no point of even buying a game system, in my opinion, because
Yeah,
seventy
they gave
dollars
it
is
to
too
me.
much.
Yeah, cause they gave it to me for the whole year free. So I see what it do. You know. But what was I about to say for you? Oh yeah, so you didn't see Bullet Train because you don't got Netflix.
I could watch it though. I mean, I can watch it. I mean, is
Yeah,
it good?
watch Bullet Train. Hey, it's funny because I watched it and they got everybody from Atlanta in there. But you gotta watch it. I ain't gonna spoil it for you. But yeah, watch the Bullet Train. It's funny.
Okay, so you liked it.
Yeah. Did you? Oh, you ain't seen it, but I watched it. It was okay.
Mm-mm. No, I didn't watch it yet. I've been mostly binge watching TV, man. I've been watching TV shows lately because I'm still waiting for this goddamn clearance to go through for my job. So
Okay. You couch potato. That's what's up.
yeah, it sucks. I kind of hate it, man. I hate it. I hate it a lot, but I'm gonna check it out because Brad Pitt is the grandfather of uh no acting. He just looks cool in everything he does. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's you gotta watch it, but it ain't. It's not about him, but he in it. So yeah, it's
okay, okay, okay.
I ain't gonna spoil it for you, but it's funny as fuck.
I'm gonna check it out, man, because I need some newer movies or old. I like rewatching older movies too, even the bad ones, like some of the hood nigga classic movies and stuff like that. Like I rewatched Stomp the Yard a few days ago. We had a great time watching how terrible that movie was.
Oh man.
That movie was freaking terrible, dude, but I loved it. I don't know why I did, but Stomp the Yard was hilarious to me. Like the over the top dialogue with some of the basic dialogue. It was really interesting. The dancing was good though.
Okay. I'm
But
going to ask you this. So you watch Paid in Full, right?
yeah, I've seen that movie.
You seen Belly?
Yeah, I've seen it.
So which one is the better movie between those two? So we got Belly versus Paid in Full. Which one wins?
This is a good one. This is a good one because you got the early 2000s versus the 90s.
The late '90s. I ain't the early '90s. That's the late '90s now.
Yeah, Belly is the late 90s. You got Nas DMX versus Cameron, Mackay Pfeiffer, and Wood Harris. Ah, shit. You know what, man? Belly's the better movie, man. Let's just get this out
Oh
there.
no! Oh no!
I'm going with Belly, man.
Oh no! The acting in that joke was trash, bro.
It might have been trash, but Belly had a better story.
Oh man, oh Hood Reels with Miles and Rail, man. My man Miles picked Belly over Paid in Full.
I picked Belly, man. I might be a numbskull, but I picked Belly.
Nah, bro. I went to the theater to see Belly, dog. Nah, it was not where it was at, dog. It was like a whole fucking what they call it, music video.
Yeah, it was directed by Hype Williams.
I know, that's what I said. It was a music video. That's what it was. Get money and
I
die.
agree.
That fake ass Scarface shit. You want to
Yeah,
run with me? Come on, stop that shit, bro. No, bro.
yeah.
Paid in Full wasn't no masterpiece either, but it was to the point and it didn't drag and it had good flow. Belly was all over the motherfucking place. Yeah,
I agree. I agree.
man.
I like what you're saying because it's like it's been a while since I've seen Belly, but like when I watched Paid in Full, it was like I think the acting by Cameron really turned me off, and I hated his character. I thought
Wow, he was
Cameron
a
was like,
live wire.
yeah, I hated his character. He was just deplorable. I mean, he got Mekhi Phifer killed. It was a lot of shit that kind of deterred me.
Oh, so Method Man acting and Belly was good. I'm here to see your man. Who sent you?
No,
Nas.
no, no, no. Nas can't act either, man, and
I
that's why
know.
that was like one of the last few movies you ever seen him do for real.
Hey,
Nas's acting was
Louis Shorty
terrible.
outside smoking a blunt. He 10 years old. Stop that shit, man. That shit was whack, bro. And we was all hype in school to talk about that shit too, bro. Oh man.
Yeah, man, it's been a
That
while since I've seen both those movies though. But if I had to choose, I only go with Belly because it's an iconic film in my opinion. It's almost just like asking like,
hold on, hold on,
oh,
hold on, hold on. T Boz was in there and she couldn't act for shit. Man, oh man, nah, bro. Nah. I ain't gonna hate on like I said, Painful is by far not a masterpiece. But the girl in that joint, she could act. She did the Wayne's Brothers Jones. They had her in there. They had my girl in there. She did a lot of shit too. But that shit was funny though, bro. But it's good to your idea on that. You just like Hype Williams.
I just like the style of the film. I mean, I've seen a couple of Hype Williams videos, but it was just a style of film. I think that me being a '90s baby, it was just something that it grew on me more. I haven't seen both of those movies more than once,
I
so it
know.
ain't
I'm
like
about to
I
say I doubt that, but yeah, I watched them repeatedly.
yeah I haven't seen them more than once. I've only seen both of those movies once. It ain't like this ain't like you asking me what's better between Drumline and something else. Like I've seen Drumline multiple times.
Yeah, I got a lot of them, bro. We're gonna do the Hill View reviews up in here too, bro. But yeah, I'm she with two verses every week. But that shit was
Okay.
funny though. But yeah, my man said Belly. I said pay in full. That's good. That's good though. People die every day. B, you tough, right? Put your skirt down, Miles. Oh man, I'm the baddest rock climber Jamaican in the West. Man, stop, man. That shit does. Hey, you gotta be smacked to like that movie, bro. I'm sorry, bro. You gotta be hot to watch fucking that movie. But anyway, anything you
It's
gotta
been a
say to the people
long
before we
time
head
since
out
I've
there?
seen it too, man. It's been a long time. I haven't seen that movie in years.
Oh
That was
man,
probably like high school when I saw that shit.
yeah,
And you talking about almost 10 years ago.
yeah. You rock like the baddest in Jamaica. Oh man. Hey, let me stop, man. You got anything to say to people before we head out of here today, Miles? Oh man, he laughed this much in a while.
Shit, nah, man. Next week is Christmas, which is nuts. This year went
Yeah,
by fast as shit.
I know. I
So
keep telling
for
people that, bro.
everybody, enjoy your Christmas. Don't get robbed and stay warm. It feels like it's gonna snow here, man. It's been cold as shit lately.
Yeah, it gotta be a little bit warmer for it to snow. It's too cold. It ain't gonna snow. But
Shoot.
yeah. This is Radical Real. We hitting y'all with some end of the year shenanigans on pop topics. I don't know. We might do episode next week. We might not, but stay tuned. We'll let y'all know. But until then, movies are the best, and belly over paid in full every day, all day. And we out.
And we are out.